Hello future, how are you? Still alive? We're not doing very well as the world suffers a pandemic due to the coronavirus. Until now, Mexico has not stayed behind. Everyone entered at an almost mandatory quarantine.
For now, Mexico is about to enter its most difficult stage. The economy is about to enter a recession. We are nowhere near making a curfew of the death of 2% of our population, representing approximately more than 1 million, are expected. While for now, it is estimated in about 1,000 years, humanity will become extinct, according to the genius and deceased Stephen Hawking.
In our opinion, Mexico needs to improve his way to deal with everyday life. As a great country we are, we have beaches, oil, mountains, ancient ruins and jungles. In other words, we have everything we could wish for. Yet, we cannot move on due to corruption, drugs and many more things. So this is a good time for us, citizens of Mexico, to make a difference and do what some newspapers say, become a new political and economical force in the world. And remember, if we want to change Mexico, first we must change ourselves.
But focusing more on the reality that we are living today, it seems that the planet is being disinfected. And of what it is disinfecting? Of humans. By keeping us locked up in our houses, it is purifying the world, and the passage are getting rid of part of the plague.
For unemployment, as you already know, it is one of the biggest problems in Mexico, and this became even more important from the beginning of the epidemic and then the coronavirus pandemic. In Mexico, it is estimated that 190,000 jobs were lost across the country due to the virus.
And speaking of Mexico, we want to ask you, how did everything turn out? We continue to hope that despite the adverse circumstances, we will move forward as a united country and society, surpassing as one this big rock in our path. Assuming that this is the case, we will open the following point.
Price inflation will increase because the world is into a change and every country and enterprise are making strategies to avoid the great impact of the COVID-19. Right now, world's economy moves around gasoline and oil, whose price has devalued a lot as a strategy for not stopping production. This has affected prices around the world, and combined with the unemployment, it is a real disaster.
The economically active population will decrease because during quarantine a lot of people are losing their jobs. But we hope that after a while the PEA will return to normal and perhaps it could increase. But right now, thanks to the plague, a lot of people that work every day to have enough money for that same day have two options. Either they continue working regardless of the risk, or they run out of money.
Meanwhile, a lot of specialists state that the GDP of Mexico will be reduced by a strong of 34% by the third semester of the year due to all the chaos that this COVID-19 provoked. But for the good part, there are expected a lot of growth estimated between minus 3.9 and 1% for the year. For the economy, the most likely, almost obvious, is that when this period of uncertainty ends, the economy will be affected, since practically during the quarantine period, the country had neither economic incomes nor economic expenses. It is also expected to decrease at 3% so far this year. The value of all currency has declined more than 26%.
With all that said, one clear solution during this plague would be to tackle down unemployment by taking profit of our situation and create hospitals. Because of that, architects and builders will have work to do, but also, primary materials will be bagged, therefore the economy will move. Finally, the results will not be useless because even out of the pandemic, all the hospitals, even if it's basic, will always be useful.
As part of this solution, what Mexico can do is to create fabrics, start with a lot of production of sanitary stuff, like soap, face masks, medical material and hand sanitizer, to sell it around the world. Because as the economy used to move around gasoline and oil, right now it is moving around this kind of stuff. Because everyone needs it.
When we get to your time, 2030, these problems will not be solved yet, and it will be our responsibility to solve it. Because we are quite literally the next generation to take on the country, so it is up to all of us to carry nation upwards. And even if it doesn't look like, we have many moves we can make, such as being compromised and honest citizens, but also awake and learning from our mistakes. And also, let's not forget all of our participation in every change that can only bring us great and new things. Because we can do it. Because we are not only the future of Mexico, we are Mexico.